Okay, having done that, we're now going to move on to the actual meat of iTunes. You'll notice that there are menus across the top. File. You can make a playlist, which we're going to show you in a moment. You can add a file to a library or a whole folder. You can organize a library. These devices would show up. They're not showing up now because nothing's connected. Okay, and you can do a page setup. You can actually print a playlist rather, so that you can go to your printer and it will set up here for your portrait. You can do it in landscape mode. You can actually print a playlist of your songs that you can carry along with you, because they're just not going to fit sometimes when you're used to be able to scratch them on a CD unless you have a special label program. That's the way you could do it. All right, and now editing. We went through the preferences. Now we have all kinds of view. If you ever lose your sidebar or something like that, you can get it back from the view menu. There's even an equalizer, which allows you to set the sound. I advise you not to do that because Apple balances the sound so perfectly by default that the CD that we'll make today, you can put into your car and it will play perfectly. We've done this every year. It's been very successful. Okay? Then you have controls to increase or decrease the volume. You can shuffle, meaning you randomize the order of a playlist. So it will play not necessarily alphabetically or whatever, but just at random. And sometimes that's what DJs do. They just shuffle it so that they have various genres of music when they play it. Some might be rock, some might be folk, some might be heavy metal, some might be popular, whatever. Jazz. So they shuffle the genres to make it, that's what they do with these dances. The DJs use the shuffle. Okay, and here in the store, again, very important that you create that Apple ID. And once you sign in, you're going to be given this screen. You're going to put in your Apple ID and your password, and it allows you to do a whole bunch of other things that you cannot do. Okay, now, let's look across the middle here. Here's your home. This is your iTunes Store home. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Now, this all depends on the speed of your internet connection again. All this is happening. Playing music, streaming, all that depends on the speed of your internet connection. Broadband is best. Dial-up, you're going to go out for dinner, see a movie, and maybe the song will be finished playing. Or maybe coming down. So you can go for music, and under each category, there are subcategories. All kinds of things you can set for free music. You can order music. You can order 69-cent songs, which is special. You can pick any type of genre you want. Okay? Under movies, you can build your own movie collection. You can get the Oscars Best Picture winners now downloaded. Pre-order movies, theatrical trailers you can see, and you can go through all these categories. For TV shows, you can get the latest episodes, free episodes, shows just added. There's nothing like this anywhere. This is the best organized program there is and has been for a long time. Your App Store is just loaded for people who have the Apple devices. This is for Apple, iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, just for Apple devices. Android people have their own app store called the Google Play Store. And there's books. You can download audiobooks, the best books of the month. Books for $3.99 or less, popular pre-orders, and all of these categories. So that's pretty amazing, I think, right? You can also access these categories by right-clicking if you want. It builds the same menu there as just by clicking on the arrow. It's just another way to do it. And here, you can make what's called a wish list, which we'll show you later. You can edit a wish list and everything else. Okay? And of course, a lot of these things require you to sign in. Now, when we went to our preferences, we had a choice of what we wanted to bring in. Now, we said internet radio. Okay? So the question is, where is my radio? Well, let's take a look at something here first. Now go to music. And let's see where my radio is. Anyone see it? All right, let's go back up to our edit. Sometimes it doesn't appear immediately, but it will, trust me. Preferences. Let's see, internet radio, okay. Oh, it always works when it's not during class.
Yeah. Go back to edit. The radio, step one down.
No, that's redo.
Oh, redo.
That's redo. So what we want to do is, well, let me take a look at that. Hold on. Here we go. Let's go back up. Music. Maybe it didn't scroll over across enough. Here it is, internet. And when you click on internet, this is your radio. So let's say I pick, how about comedy? Want to see something in comedy? This is interactive. And it may be all over the world. It's not necessarily the United States. And if it's streaming live, depending on what the time frame is in that country or city, you'll be able to get it. There's BBC, so you just click on it. It's going to get a playlist or set it and connect. May not be available. All right, let's try something from Golden Oldies. Like, they're usually good. Okay, here's Beatles. The Abacus is very good. You just double click on it to connect. Right. It's playing. Maybe we don't hear it. That's the problem. So we'll make it here. And this is being streamed. It's not really located on any computer. It's on a server. Trying to pick a classical station. Just for enjoyment. Okay, and it'll expand the way you want it. Okay. Everybody understand that? Now, over here, you've got iTunes Radio. This is the biggest feature. Anyone did not understand that? Who said that? Okay. You go to internet. You make sure that, first of all, your preferences have internet radio checked in the general. That will show up internet. Then you simply click on it, pick any area that you're interested in. Say you like jazz. You just click on the category. It contacts the service for this specific genre, and then it breaks it down into all the stations that are available. And then when you click on them, like here, let's say ABC Jazz, if it's available, you just double click on it. It opens up a stream, and now it can play. You can minimize that, and you can use that as your background while you do other things on the computer or whatever. Okay? All right? Now, the next thing you're going to do is iTunes Radio. This was a thing that really took off. There are other free radios type programs, but this was the big competitor to Spotify and to Pandora and everything else. Because now we got to put in our Apple ID. Fortunately, I remember it. And let's see what it was. Bingo. Okay. Now, once you're in. What? Oh no, that's okay. I just made a spelling error here. Okay. If you're going to do it, make it. All right, now we're good. So there we're in. Now we can actually create our own stations for radio. This is the most amazing thing. So I could go to, watch, I've created some stations already. These are the ones that you can already see that Apple has created for you. There's always a weekly top 50, a pure pop, and a country. You can make up your own station. For example, I picked Valentine's Day tracks. So I go here, and when I do that, it now plays a whole list of songs. And you can see the identification right here. And if you click on, you can go to the next song. But they're all keyed to Valentine's Day. I think you can do up to 6 tracks automatically before it pauses and allows you to do it. You can buy it at any time for 99 cents if you want, and you do that with your Apple ID. And it will ask you for an account when you set it up. What do you want to use? You want to use a credit card or whatever, a PayPal account? You can do that. Here's one in French. I don't know what it means. Someone will tell me, j'oublierai. What does that mean? J'oublierai. I will forget. Oh, that's not like not the one on the license plate. Je me souviens. Je me souviens. Okay, oui. Je comprends pas. Oui. Merci beaucoup. And there's. So you can make up your own station, and if you don't want to, you just right-click, and you can delete it. And there's a whole bunch of stuff up here I've made up, just some general things there. Some of my favorite composers, and it goes on and on and on. You can just select who you want with that plus station. So you click plus, and it will enter. You can enter an artist, genre, or song: alternative, blues, Christian, classic alternative, classic country, R&B soul, classic rock, whatever. Hits of the 80s. It goes on and on and on and on. And it's a really excellent way of doing things. And it will allow explicit. There's a button here. You can shut off explicit sounds, you know, and songs. Those dirty lyrics. So